Forgive the world we live in, the reckless devastation, the bombing, the torture, our self-incarceration. Forgive the terrorism, the indignant emancipation, the way we can't say sorry, relentless implication. The world will self-destruct if we don't work together. So please, forgive the world today before peace is lost forever. Thank you.
War, fight, damage, pain, conflict. In that world, do you want to live? Because we have the power to change it. We have all the power in our hands. The change The change begins with ourselves, from each others. We need to give love because we have the power to change this. We need to learn how to understand each other because children are the people who is the hope. They have to learn who is right and who is wrong. We need to teach them what to do. Thank you.
I believe the best way to prevent war and violence is to educate and develop closer relationships with these cultures that are at the center of terrorism in today's society. I feel that change begins with the children of today and the future generations. We need to understand each other, which comes through education. Hate is a major component propelling this system of war and violence. Through understanding and compassion, the views we have of other cultures can be changed. So we reach a point where we're not trying to force one way of life on each other, but accept and understand the difference between us and discover the value in this. To ensure education on a global scale, I feel that raising money for third world countries is imperative. Certain organizations are already working tirelessly to provide the materials needed for children to attend school and arrive at school safely, which sadly for many children is not a reality. Fundraising to provide education for children in poverty, ensure the future in the workforce, which contributes to civilizing these economies, as well as providing an understanding as to the position in the world and how we are all connected. Thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it. Akapunka.
Maya Angelou once said, "Still I rise." So let's rise together to stop the war and violence. I grew up in a household where my mother was a victim of domestic violence. She has helped shape me, guide me, and has been my source of inspiration. And she has made me the woman that I am standing here today. So let me give you hope, give you inner peace, give you strength, and let's stand in unity. For if we don't end war, war will end us, and we only have one world. There's no backup. Thank you.
India.
Need, conflict, discovery, and warfare. We have got it all in this circus of fanfare. But in the pursuit of our share, have we abandoned care? Today and every day, the threat of war looms large over us. A terrorist attack here, a bomb explosion there, lives are lost everywhere. And why does war occur? Is it because countries are clamoring to reach the top? Or is it the culture and religion that instead of bringing us together, tears us apart? Countries' economies are destroyed, people are uprooted, nature is devastated. I say, stop. War is the beginning of an end, the end of lives. It is only through love, peace, and coexistence that we can survive in this world. So let us make this world a better place. Yes, we, you, and me. Thank you.
Tonight you will hear some very inspiring speeches from the most beautiful women in the world. but a sad fact is that a single speech cannot create change. For us to create the type of change that will end global conflict requires consistent and deliberate action from all of us. The kind of action that unites people across barriers of race, religion, culture, sexuality, or political faction. The kind of action that has blacks and whites joining hands to protest that the taking of one life, no matter its color, is one life too many. The kind of action that rallies our hearts, our minds, and our spirits in one love with one mission, to take back our world. We are all the faces of change, and with action, both yours and mine, we can once and for all put an end to this vicious monster that has plagued our societies for far too long. So join me. Let us combine our voices in a worldwide cheer for peace. Thank you.
Due to the conflict of the Cold War between 1952 and 1953, Korea was divided into South and North. When Korea was divided into two parts, a great number of people, including my grandmother, had to be separated from their families. When Korea was divided into two parts, they still cannot see their family members more than 70 years, only praying to see their relatives again. The outcomes of the war is ugly of civilians and tears of our families and neighbors. So I ask you, let's set an example of unity and love from our school, families, and neighbors. Do not be afraid to speak our voice for the justice. Thank you.
Vengo de un país que ha sufrido dos grandes guerras. Una de ellas fue levantada gracias a la mujer paraguaya, por su valentía y por su coraje, considerada por eso la más gloriosa de América. Ya no merecemos vivir en un mundo de terrorismo y guerras, sino en un mundo de libertad y de paz, en donde reine la paz, la tolerancia y el amor. Muchas gracias.
I am lucky and blessed to live in a country without war. But violence and fear take many faces. And 1 out of 3 women in Portugal are victims of domestic violence. I myself was one of those 3. I'm lucky to don't have the fear of opening the door and find my relatives victims of gunshot wounds or bombs explosions. So we have the power to make the change. We have the power to stop the war and violence. Let's stand together. Let's believe in this cause and be the reflection of our future generations. Thank you.
As you know, war from conflict and greed for benefits. We are living in a community. We different, but we need living together. Someone can think, stop war and keep world peace is a too big thing. And we're too small to do that. But I think we can keep world peace from small things in your life. And if we keep balance and peace inside everyone, we can open heart, mind, and express love to everyone over the world. And if we do that together, we can keep world peace. Thankful.
ไม่ออกเป็นมี
For the last year, our Miss Grand International 2015 did a lot of duties.